Shalom, shalom, it's the brother Kadash.
Shalom, it's the brother Kunah.
I want to start off with giving all praises to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kadash.
What's the name of this camp?
The name of this camp is Know What You Sign Up For.
You gotta know what you sign up for. This is deep, man. You know, the spirit kind of comes out on this type of topic, knowing what you sign up for. Pretty much, you know, there ain't no brochure when you come into the truth and you start, you know, living as an Israelite inwardly. You know, there ain't no brochure, but you know, there's like a little Hebrew Israelite starter kit. You know, most of the time, first thing you do when you come into this is you're gonna get your garment. That's gonna be the first thing you probably gonna get, is your garment. Garment is very important. You know, we kind of don't think about it that much, but a garment is very important. This is your garment. It's damn near like your crown. You see what I'm saying? And then you're going to get some fringes on it. You know what I mean? And then eventually, after a while, you're going to get a 12 signs chart, right? And then you're going to start learning the law, statutes, commandments, trying to keep them, trying to correct yourself, right? And then after that, you probably going to even start teaching them. You see what I'm saying? That's the process. You know, you work your way up. You know, you grab onto the skirt of him that is a Jew, meaning a guy that's already in the truth. You're going to kind of get yourself close to him so you can kind of learn and get the spirit can jump off him onto you. That's how we all do it, bro. That's how it's done, you know what I mean? You come in the truth like a baby, you know, you find somebody that's already kind of in it, and you kind of stick close to them, you know, and you catch and you pick up little things until you can be strong. Then you build yourself up to be strong. That's how we supposed to be, all being family anyways. Israelites, we ain't supposed to hate off each other. You gotta, you know, work. That was one of my things growing up. You know, I had father figures, but I never had like a father figure that could lead me to success, you know. And it may sound bad to say it, but it's the truth though. So I always looking for like a father figure or somebody out there, a big brother, somebody out there that could lead me to a certain direction I wanted to go through. We got to be that way with each other in the truth. You see what I'm saying? Now that's cool, right? And then you start learning about the prophecies and everything like that. This is going to happen. That is going to happen. A lot of brothers come in here too fast and they think the Lord is going to come back 3 months, 5 months later after they just got in the truth. They waiting for the Lord to come back. They kind of hasten the day. We hasten the day too. But then a lot of brothers fall out when they realize now the Lord ain't coming back in 5 months. That's why the apostles of GMS is always telling you, you know, you got to wait. You know, there's prophecies that got to be fulfilled first. One being the mark of the beast. All destruction in the end ain't going to come until the mark of the beast is fulfilled. You see what I'm saying? Everybody get the mark of the beast. Most people on earth except for the elect. You see what I'm saying? So you got to be patient. That caused a lot of brothers to fall out, right? And then for us that endure that continue to endure, then we realize like, damn, it's taking some time. Like, we going to be out here for another year, 2 years. Then that's when you get tested to see what you made of. Can you endure the time? The time is the hardest part. When you get to a certain level of knowing, of reading the Bible, you done ate the whole row, and you know the precepts that go together, and you know how to look up and find the precepts and look up the definitions, go on Bible Blue Letter and break it down. When you get to that point, you got it. You see what I'm saying? Now the test is not changing the doctrine, not going off, and then the test is just endure it to the end. You already got it. We can come out here. We come out here every week and make up titles to put precepts together. That's not the hard part. The hard part is coming out here week after week after week after week and still continue to come out and not give up. That's the test. So you got to know.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Chiming in on when you were saying like after you come, like once you get into start getting into the word and you're able to read it for what it is and break it down for actually what it means. But that don't mean that you got to get into it and try to be like too deep.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, just keep it simple. That's something he had told me. Like when I first got into it, like, extra deep with the precepts and stuff. Like once I finally kind of got the understanding from watching the videos from the elder brothers, I try to want to get into it and try to make it deeper than what it really has to be. Just all you really need to do is just make sure you're edifying and getting it out there, so people can understand it to the best of your ability.
Yeah, because a lot of times when you go too deep, that's going to go over the sheep head. Yeah. They not in the truth. They don't know what you're talking about. You see what I'm saying? So when you come in basic, that resonates with them, and that's the job. That's the job you want to do. You see what I'm saying? Like, the apostles got, some of them got 10 years, 20 years, 30 years of the truth. When you get deep, that comes with time. That comes with time. When you first come in, you just need to go out there and edify. You see what I'm saying? That's like you looking for a car for sale, and I come talking about rockets and shit, trying to sell you a rocket. You see what I'm saying? I'm breaking down. Look, the atom split right here. Then all the smoke. Then they got a little lighter, and then the gas, and it shoots into the air, but it can't go straight up into space. It kind of got a curve and the geometry, and then it's gonna come back. You're gonna be like, what the fuck is you talking about, bro?
I just want a car, bro.
I just want a fucking car, bro. You see what I'm saying? So sometimes you gotta give them the you know, the milk. You know what I mean? Don't jump into the steak, and you know they eating heavy foods, the steak, the bread. You know what I mean? Trying to figure out what type of spices on it and shit. Man, just give them the milk. You know what I mean? You know, and then later down the line, when you start to grow in the truth, then that's when you start to add something deeper. Then you'll do a deeper breakdown for your brothers that's kind of a little bit deeper past that stage. You know, you start working your way up, but it's a marathon. It's not. You remember the race between the turtle and the rabbit? You see what I'm saying? The turtle and the tortoise. You know, and this is a marathon. You gotta endure to the end. You know, you gotta know what you're getting into, and then that brings you to what people will call the dark side. You know, you gotta know what you signed up for. This ain't gonna be you just put a garment on, you come out here. You know, ladies coming to see you. People, you kind of feel like you in a big position because you speaking on the highways and byways, and you kind of flirting with the girl. This is not what that's about, man. This is gonna be hard. You know, this ain't all fun and, okay, I'm living as a Hebrew Israelite. In a lot of different camps and stuff that's outside of the One West camps, they're guilty of that. It's all about pleasure. Them being in this truth is all about pleasure to them. All about them popping a whole bunch of women. We want to do that too, but we put this first. But that's what it is about them big ass weddings and shit like that. Sitting on thrones and shit like that. They kind of guilty of that, you know what I mean? Not understanding, talking about, it was one camp, there is a One West type camp, IUIC, talking about there wasn't going to be no Jacob's trouble. You see what I'm saying? You see where their mind frame at? You got to know what you're getting into. We got to take the same path that Yahushua took, not literally getting crucified, but we're going to get crucified spiritually. Did it tell you that they should hate you for my name's sake, like they hated him? That's crucifixion. We're going to get crucified spiritually. Our image at some type of point is going to get crucified. That's what's going to bring the famine of the word. You see what I'm saying? You got to think about it. Like, a lot of brothers going to be in hard places. It's already hard for some brothers. Households getting split. You want to follow the Lord, somebody else in your household don't. You know, being hunted, being tracked by the agents. We got agents that come down here. They know your name, they know your address, where you live at. They got you on camera being out here. They didn't listen to some of your conversation. You see what I'm saying? Being watched carefully. You know, this is not just an easy little task to get into. We're going to get into some of the prophecies of some of the things we're going to have to go through. So let's start off with our first one.
Okay, this is Acts 14, verse 22. Confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of the Most High.
So you got wacky tacky Christians, they'll tell you, you know, there's going to be a there's going to be a rapture. You know, pre-tribulation rapture. So they ain't gonna have to go through no tribulation, no hell. The Lord gonna come back, save them, right? And then all hell gonna break loose on earth. What did that say? That said through much tribulation we must enter in the kingdom of heaven. It didn't say through you're gonna go through a little bit tribulation. It said through much tribulation. That means when all hell break loose, just like everybody else, the elect gonna be out here surviving meal for meal. The Lord feeding them, the Lord clothing them, the Lord leading them to safety and stuff like that. You're gonna be barely, you know, bullets might be flying over your head, rockets falling out the sky, hit a building over there. But you the elect though. But you're gonna have to go through that, seeing people dead and bodies lined up and losing loved ones. The elect gonna have to go through that. You know, having close encounters with bears and shit, you in the wilderness. Or a mountain lion or some fox or some shit, you in the wilderness, you don't know what, you hear a whole bunch of whining and shit, and it's fucking animals and shit. That shit's scary, man. Having to sleep and fit. Have y'all watched the Book of Eli? Look like Denzel Washington ain't showered the whole movie. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Not being there to shower. You know, barely having water to survive, barely having food, just enough the Lord is feeding you in order to survive and endure to the end. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
hold up. You know, so yeah, go ahead. You got something?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, yeah, because they got this. When you was talking about the rapture, and what they think is that the Lord gonna come back twice or something. Right. He's not coming back twice. He's only coming back one time. When he come back, he's coming to save his elect, and he's destroying the rest of the world.
Exactly. And that's what it is. I mean, straight up. You know, you're not. Look, we gonna have to go through hell. Like I said, we're gonna be hated by all people. We're gonna have National Guard, Army, man, militias trying to hunt you down. You know what I mean? The Lord gonna give us spiritual power to beat their ass too. That's a part of this truth. You gotta know what you're getting into. This ain't no fucking game. Like, look at the movie The Last Purge or whatever, or Purge, or whichever one, you know? That's how it's gonna be. This ain't you just gonna be out here. The Lord said we gonna rejoice. We're gonna rejoice spiritually because we know that this is the downfall of these people, but it's still gonna be hard. You ain't gonna be out here just laughing and giggling, man, when all hell break loose. You gonna be out here motherfucking, damn, man, just barely, you gonna be crying some nights. Damn, just barely trying to make it, feeling like you gonna give up, but you keep going. Like, the elect is in the world right now. We gotta pay those high ass gas prices too. You see what I'm saying? Just because you the hopeful elect or whoever the Lord's elect is, that don't mean that you ain't gotta pay those high ass gas prices. That don't mean that a famine's not gonna affect you in a type of way. But the point is if you is the Lord elect, He's gonna make you endure to the end to be saved. That's the difference. But you gotta look at it like, shit, you paying high ass gas prices, ain't you? I'm paying high ass gas prices. You see what I'm saying? So when that shit get worse and worse, through much tribulation, we must enter into the kingdom of heaven.
You said verse 7, right? Starting at 7.
Right, verse 6.
Okay. Matthew 24, verse 6.
This is the end signs when we know our Lord is coming back, you know? The so-called Negroes, Native Americans, Latinos make up the 12 tribes of Israel. We're the Lord's chosen people. You know, our message is we just got to wake up, get in the Bible, learn the law, statutes, commandments, keep them to the best of our ability, have faith in our Lord, that He's going to come back and save us from this place. He's going to destroy this place. Ain't going to be no such thing as America. When the Lord set up the kingdom, ain't going to be no such thing as America. When the Lord set up the kingdom of heaven, ain't nobody going to be speaking English in the kingdom of heaven. We're going to be speaking Hebrews because we're the Hebrew Israelites. That's our real heritage. Black is a color. We're not black. We're brown. You see what I'm saying? Black is a color. You know, African American, 2 different continents. Which one are we? You know? So what is our true heritage? You see what I'm saying? What is our biblical heritage? What does the Lord call us in the Bible? Everybody on earth goes back to a nation in the Bible. We are the true Israelites. So-called Negroes, Native Americans, Latinos. This is the land of our captivity, and our Lord gonna come and save us out of this place. He gonna destroy them. He gonna put the people in slavery that put us in slavery. That's righteous judgment. Those that put us in slavery, the Lord gonna put them in slavery. We the ones that need to be saved. What do they need to be saved for? Our Lord's coming back to go to war. He's coming back to destroy this place. That's the second death. The same way He destroyed it during the time of Noah with the great flood. He's going to destroy it this time with fire, nuclear fire. This place is going to be destroyed. America will be destroyed, man. And the people that took the Israelites in slavery, they're going to go in slavery. That's prophecy. Back on track.
Matthew 24, verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
Right, so what are we seeing right now? Like right now, we're seeing wars and rumors of wars. We're seeing what's going on over there in Russia and Ukraine. So that's letting us know we get to the end, but not yet. There's some other things that still have to happen.
Verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places.
Like it, hold that right there. The so-called Negroes, Native Americans, Latinos are the true Israelites. The people that took the Negroes in slavery, they're going to go in slavery. That's righteous judgment. You got to pay for everything you do, man. That's a little bit of time, but the Lord is coming back to get vengeance. What do the Bible say? It says the Lord is coming back to redeem His elect, His people, and He's coming back to get vengeance. America will be destroyed.
Let's keep going. Verse 8. All these things are the beginning of sorrows. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted.
This is just the beginning of sorrows. So you see it. We see the beginning of sorrows. We right now in Bible prophecy. This is what's happening right now to real life today. This is what we're going through. What's the beginning of those sorrows? You go to Walmart, ain't no meat. That's just the beginning of sorrows.
Wars and rumors of
wars. And rumors of wars. They have it a lot of people are dying, getting put to death in Ukraine.
Right now.
Right now as we speak. When you go to the gas pump, you pay, if you got premium, you paying $5 a gallon. That's just the beginning of sorrow.
What that represent?
Inflation,
yeah,
hyperinflation. Hyperinflation is coming next.
That in the Bible.
Yeah. That's the beginning of sorrows. People ain't having no money. That's the beginning of sorrows. People can't feed themselves, clothe themselves, wash themselves. This is the beginning of sorrows we see it right now, and it's about to intensify. Like the elder, the apostle Tahar said, he named this year the year turning up. It's about to turn up. This is the beginning of the year, man. It's a long, hot summer coming with prices and everything raising. This is the beginning of sorrows.
It's going to get ugly out here.
Yep.
Verse 9. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake.
Hey, know what you sign up for, man. When you come in this truth, you can't turn your back on the plow. When you in it, you in it. You can't turn your back on the plow. When you in it, you got to endure to the end. You just signed up for it. You made that. You start praying to the heavenly name, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, the Father and the Son. When you start making those prayers to them, they watch you now. You in it. You got to endure to the end. You got to know what you just signed up for when you start praying on those names, man. You see what I'm saying? Because you start taking demons off of you. But if you allow those demons to get back on you, they going to bring 7 of their friends with them. Because they got to lock you down because you elusive. So it's going to be even harder for you. You see what I'm saying? So when you get in this truth, you got to know what you sign up for, man. What did it say? Read that last verse again.
Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake.
When you come in this truth, it ain't all fucking laugh and giggles and, you know, you down with the brothers and you kind of popular now and you kind of rubbing arms with brothers and you probably never used to do that in the world. Man, they said they going to deliver you up. You're going to be delivered up, man. People going to be lying on you, putting shit on you because they just hate the truth of the Lord. It did say you're going to be hated of all nations. So you're going to be hated, not loved. And that's what's wrong with these Christian and these Catholic churches and shit. They want to be loved, man. Even some of the dudes that know they Israelites, some camps that know they Israelites and teach that they're Israelites, they want to say all nations can be saved because they want to be loved by everybody. They want to use the name Jesus Christ so they can be loved by everybody because that's a name that's used by all the rest of the churches. So they can get big congregations, they can be loved. We're not in this to be loved, man. Instead, we're going to be hated. That's how you know who got the truth. Who's being hated? Who's being demonized for teaching something? Who is the spotlight on? Here it is, little old us, we're the Hebrew Israelites. They say that we're a cult, right? But this is the #1 trending topic in the world right now, the Hebrew Israelites. Nobody, they leaving the church. The church is having a hard time, man. Church is trying to figure out how to get people to come back to church.
Yeah, they're coming together trying to figure out how they can stop the Hebrew Israelites from preaching the doctrine that they preach.
Yeah.
Because it contradicts everything that they preach.
But why are they so focused on us though? Because we got the truth. They know we got the truth. We breaking down the Bible precept upon precept like we are right now to prove the things that we're saying. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, it's gonna be hard. You're gonna be delivered up. You know, you might be out there hiding. Somebody might know your location. They might snitch to Esau. They might trade on you. Go back to the wars between the British. You know, Esau when he came over here versus Gadite, the Native Americans. You know, the Native Americans was kicking their asses, but they had traders. They went to the other side of Esau, gave up location and info and details, and traded stuff to help Esau survive. They had traders. That's going to happen. It's going to be traders. The Bible speaks about it. Yeah. Look at Judas Maccabees. I mean, not Judas Maccabees, Judas Iscariot. Yeah. What did Yahweh Shai have to go through? He had to go through a trader. What did he do? He took money and he delivered up Yahweh Shai. He went and kissed them. That's how they knew who he was when they came in. He traded on them and got them delivered up to be falsely accused of blasphemy, right, and put to death. So we got to go through that same walk. The nation of Israel, we got to go through that same walk. So you're going to have brothers trading on brothers. You're going to have brothers at your local camps and shit that may be agents that may trade on you. You better know who you're around, man. You better know who you're around.
Yeah, because, I mean, it even speaks about in the word, too. Just because you might be part of the elect, right? Mm-hmm. And you in the truth. Mm-hmm. But that don't mean that you 100%, you know what I'm saying, clear of death on this side.
Yeah, because you got martyrs.
Yeah, you got martyrs, right? But it's saying in the scriptures, if you one of his people and if you should die on this side, then you're going to be one of the first ones that when he come back, he going to come back and get. But you just got to keep that in mind, you know what I mean? That it's, you know, it could happen to either one of us.
Yeah, we must say that. You know, for the most part, the elect going to be protected because that's what the Bible says.
Right.
And they going to make it. They going to be elected to be saved. But you do have a thing called martyrs.
Yeah. It's
not like a big percentage, like 50% of the people that's the elect going to be martyrs. Right. But you're going to have people that's going to go through that for the Lord.
And that's going to be a test.
Yep.
That's going to be a test. That's going to be eliminating people. You know what I mean?
Better
Because
read.
you know you're gonna put people in. You're gonna put people. I mean, he gonna put people in situations, and it said in the scriptures that, you know what I'm saying, those who should try to save their life should lose their life,
Right.
but those who shall lose their life, the same shall be saved.
Yep.
And that's gonna be, you know, and that's what it's speaking about.
Yeah, you better read 2 Maccabees chapter 7. The brothers was men of the Lord because they stood so stiffly for the Lord's name, but they always put to death. Previous deaths, one after another. But they
torture.
torture. But they stood tall, they stood strong, they gave up their life. So they gonna inherit life, they gonna inherit the kingdom. Those same spirits are back on earth today. Who knows who they are? But they being prophets today. Because that's what the elect is going to be saved out of. Prophets and men that help, you know.
Chapter 24, verse 10. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another.
Yep.
And many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many.
Right, so you got a thing like many being offended. People get offended by this word all the time. You see them walk by. That's why, like, if you see me on camera and then I switch the topic, that's because I seen somebody walk by and I want them to hear the truth. You see what I'm saying? And sometimes it offends them.
Yeah.
They don't want to hear that America's going to be destroyed. Many's going to be offended. And then you got false prophets is going to rise. Those false prophets are arising to try to combat against us. Because we doing so much good work, they want to arise and try to go against us and deceive many. And they're going to be able to deceive many because they're going to want to be loved out of where they're going to use names like Jesus Christ to deceive people to come in. They're going to say good and sweet things in people's ear to make them want to believe them and follow them. A lot of people don't want to follow us because we telling you, look, know what you signed up for. And we giving you the details of what can happen and how hard it's going to be. You might shy away from that, like, no, I don't want to live my life with that pressure and knowing that, man. I'd rather go over here to the church that tells me, you know, the Lord going to save us before anything happens. You know what I mean?
And I could potentially be part of the rapture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, so they heat teachers with they itchy ears. You know, pretty much just gonna tell them, roughly paraphrase, which is gonna tell them what they want to hear. You see what I'm saying? Keep going.
Verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved.
Right there. I'd rather for somebody to tell me the truth than lie to me. Just let me know what's gonna happen so I can best prepare myself for it. You see what I'm saying? Those that endure to the end, the same should be saved. That's what it is, man. You have to endure through all those things we listed. Wars, rumors of wars, kingdom against kingdom, famines, pestilences, being hated, being hunted. You see what I'm saying? Being delivered up. You have to endure through all that, even if it's all the way to death. You got to endure through all that. Because the Lord, it may seem like you finna get put to death. They might have your head in a guillotine and everything, and a chariot might come and knock it all down and beam you up. You see what I'm saying? That might be a test. You feel me? That might be a test. That might be a test right there. You know what I mean? Edomites might be running behind you. They got their machine guns, right? And the moment you get cornered, you can't go nowhere, and they just start letting off shooting. But it's a force. It's a force field behind you. What's that, Romans 4?
No, it's 2 Timothy. 2 Timothy 4.
Yeah, you know, the Edomites might be behind you, hunting you down. They might get to shooting you. You're back against a wall. You know you dead. You can't run nowhere and they all shoot machine guns at you. And then mysteriously there's a force field in front of you. No bullets are coming through like the Matrix. That's the Lord testing you, just like he did with Abraham. Abraham and Isaac. Abraham was about to sacrifice his son, man. It was over with. He had everything set up already. And he was done. But right at the last moment, the angel came out. Abraham. That's how it works. You got to have the faith of Abraham all the way to the end.
2 Timothy 4, verse 2. Preach the word. Be instant in season, out of season. Reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine.
What did it say? Long suffering. This ain't easy, man.
Reprove, rebuke. Just going back to what the brother was just saying. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got people out here preaching false doctrine. We got to rebuke that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? We got to recruit. We got to exhort with all long suffering. No matter how nobody feeling or what they think or how it's going. You know, they might feel like we coming off as racist or hate.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It don't matter how they feel. Speak that truth, man.
Yeah, we can't switch up the doctrine just to make somebody feel good.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? We got to tell them what it is. You know, attractive woman might come up here. We gonna tell her. If she say, could you guys really have multiple wives? I ain't really down with that. And she attractive.
Yeah.
Bitch look like Rihanna. We gonna tell her. We can have multiple wives. We ain't gonna lie to her and say, no, baby, no, we can't. We ain't doing nothing like that. Just to make her feel good.
Right.
If Edom might come up here, you know what I mean? We gonna tell him, your ass going to slavery. I don't give no fuck who you is. You could be the mayor. You could be the government. The governor could come down here. The president could come down here in front of his face. You know what I'm gonna tell Joe Biden if he walked up?
Your ass going to slavery.
I'm gonna like, look, you going to slavery. It's Bible prophecy, and I'm gonna start reading off prophecies that show he going to slavery. Period.
They know. A lot of them already know.
He gonna say you right. He gonna say, yeah, I know. We know.
If he
know.
real with himself.
You see what I'm saying? So we can't switch up the doctrine. We gotta have long suffering and rebuking and reproving. That's a tough job. You see the elders doing it, the big brothers doing it. Man, they be having to put a lot of work, and they be having hour videos going in on topics to break them down. That's not easy. You know, keep going.
Verse 3. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine.
Yep.
But after their own lust shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears. And they shall turn away their ears from the truth and shall be turned unto fables.
Yeah, so they gonna get teachers. That's why the false prophets gonna rise and be very popular, because they gonna heap teachers. They gonna get teachers having itching ears that's gonna tell them what they want to hear, because they don't want to be hated, like it said in Matthew 24. Keep going.
But watch thou in all things, endure affliction.
Yep.
Do the work of the evangelist.
You gotta do the work.
Make full proof of thy ministry.
You gotta make full proof. You gotta give it everything you got, man. Put up the videos. You can't just be a brother that make videos, but you ain't out on the highways and byways. You gotta be out on the highways and byways. You gotta make the videos. You gotta pray. You gotta try to keep the law, statutes, commandments to the best of your ability yourself. You see what I'm saying? You gotta be well-rounded.
For I am now ready to be offered, and the time of my departure is at hand. I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith.
Right there, go to that. I have fought a good fight. When it's all said and done, even if you gotta be a martyr, or even if when the elected say, when it's all said and done, you want to be able to say, I fought a good fight, man. I finished my course. I did my work. You know what I mean? Does that mean you got to be the deepest brother in the world? You got to make it to a certain part where you like the deepest brother and you can break down the scriptures? That don't mean that. You know what I mean? Even if you do got basic. You know what I mean? But you finish your course. A dude that's on a basic level, but he's out here in the truth, compared to a dude that know everything, know all the deep breakdowns, but he end up falling off. I'd rather be the dude that was basic, that made it to the end and got saved. You see what I'm saying? So you got to finish your course. You got to put up a good fight. It's a fight. Did it say it was easy? Or I had finished my plate, my enjoyment? No, he said I finished my fight. Meaning he was fighting to stay in this, man.
Yeah, because it was rough times. That's what he mean. It was rough time. It wasn't easy.
Yeah. Paul was getting put in prison, getting beat halfway to death. That's gonna happen to some of us. Some of us gonna get beat to death out here and barely survive. Some of us gonna get put in prisons and have to be there until the Lord make a way out for us. That's gonna happen to us. You see what I'm saying? So it was a fight. Go ahead.
All for the sake of what we believe in, and not going against it.
And who we are.
And who we are.
The Israelites. It's not easy, man. That's much tribulation. Paul had to go through much tribulation. All the apostles, disciples had to go through much tribulation. Mostly all of them was put to death. Look what happened to John the Revelator, exiled to an island. That's hardship, man. Look what happened to Yahweh Shai. You see, they all had to go through a lot of pain and suffering and hardship and tribulation, man. So what makes you think that we're not going to go through those things? What makes you think the elect's not going to go through those things today? All the prophets of old had to go through it. So if you're a prophet today, that's just how the Lord got it set up. We're going to have to go through it. What's the next one? I got a precept. This is Hebrews 4, verse 9. There remaineth therefore a rest to the people of God. For he that is entered into his rest, he also has ceased from his own works. We can't rest right now, because if you rest, then you're ceasing from those works, and those works is what's going to get us saved. It tells you in Revelation chapter 20, the books was open, and they was judged by their works. Roughly paraphrasing, verse 10, verse 11. Verse 10 and off, as God did from his, right? Verse 11, though, it says, let us labor, therefore, to enter into that rest, lest any man fall after the same example of unbelief. So we have to labor so you don't fall to the example of unbelief or falling out the truth, really. We got to labor to enter into our rest. What's going to be our rest? When we get the kingdom. When we get paradise, we do little things. You might take a little trip, book a little hotel room. You might go to a spa. That ain't shit. Our rest comes when we get to the kingdom, paradise, kingdom of heaven. That's when we gonna have rest. You know, we ain't gonna have to teach no more. Jeremiah 31, starting at verse 31. Every man should know the truth.
At the top of it.
Yep. Go ahead.
Romans 12, verse 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren,
Yep.
be the mercies of the Most High,
Yep.
that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice.
We gotta present our bodies a living sacrifice, man. We out here, this is a living sacrifice. Like, look at us out here right now, right? We don't know what's really behind our back. We ain't continue to check. Anything can happen. Look at the lady that just walked by, super close to us. You see what I'm saying? We out here, anything can happen. They hate us. It's been agents coming down here trying to disrupt our camp. The guy from this building came over here talking, telling us to move. We still right here, standing strong for the Lord. Police driving by all the time. The elements is windy. We was out here all winter time, in season, out of season. It was cold. We out here with boots and gloves on. We ain't even started coming out the actual Bible. We've been reading the Bible off our phone because it's still kind of cold and chilly, but now we finna have to start opening back up the Bible. You see what I'm saying? So we can be well-rounded with that sword. You know what I mean? Be able to flip through the pages. But we offer our body up as a living sacrifice. And not only that, like I said, these people know who we are. They know where we live. They can get your plates and find out your address where you live at, where your plates go back to. It ain't that hard, bro. They watching us, plotting on us. Somebody might follow you a couple blocks to see where you go. You see what I'm saying? Look at, watch the movie Judas and the Black Messiah. How they had agents. You put your body up as a living sacrifice, man. Anything could be going on right now. But we ain't worried about it because we putting our faith in the Lord. Keep going on that. It's more.
Verse 2. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
What did it say in Revelation 18, verse 4? Come up out of her, my people, so you be not partakers of her sins, so you receive not her plagues. Don't be conformed to this world. That's a good precept that go with that. I got to make a mental note.
That ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High. Verse 3. For I say, through the grace given unto me, to every man that is among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think, but to think soberly according to the Most High have dealt to every man the measure of faith.
Right there, that's good. Get the, and that's hard because when you get, like we said earlier, when you get in this truth, a lot of men get a big head, man. They kind of get to speak and shit. You know what I mean? Rub shoulders with other brothers and go to other camps. And then you got a little presence online. Brothers kind of start knowing your work, knowing your page. Sometimes you start to think of yourself more than what you're supposed to. You see what I'm saying? A lot of brothers, they'll tell you out their mouth, I ain't shit. But in reality, you acting like you shit. Which one is it? You ain't shit or you are shit? Don't say out your mouth you ain't shit, but then you acting like this dude that got all this authority and you on top and we ain't gotta follow what you know what I mean? We give each other advice. That's just how it is. Now I give a brother advice. If I give advice, if he don't want to take it, I can't get mad at him. Hey, he don't want to take that advice. You know what I mean? But I'm just giving you advice because I'm trying to look out for you. You see what I'm saying? But some brothers got to learn things the hard way, or it may take them more time to learn what you're saying. You might give a brother advice, he might think the shit you saying goofy at the point in time. He might, nah, that shit don't, man, that shit ain't right. But that's because they ain't hit him yet. It might take him another year. Then he'll look back like, damn, that was right. You got to give things time. The Lord is dealing with brothers. He said the Lord gave them the portion of their faith. The Lord is dealing with brothers and it ain't on your time, so don't think that you're higher than what you are. The Lord is dealing with brothers on his time that may not go with your timeline. We got to all remain humble. At the end of the day, I always like to say, you got to have tunnel vision. What is this all about? Doing the work and trying to hoping for salvation. All that other shit, man. I'm ranked this, I'm ranked that. Man, that shit bullshit, bro. Now there has to be order with everything. Of course we got order. But don't let that shit go to your head, bro. Because you could feel your camp leader right now could not be a part of the elect. Then what? Y'all looked up to him so much as being his camp leader, but he ain't even the elect. So we don't know. We the hopeful elect. We have faith that we the elect. We believe in the Lord. But at the end of the day, you just got to keep your head down and keep doing the work, like Matthew 24 said. And go to the end. That's simple. Y'all want to get all right under the apostles and be commented on all their videos and everything like that. Man, go do the work. You know, you comment, you touch down every now and then, ask a question if you got a sincere question. But why is y'all on every video? Y'all need to be focused more on doing the work because they can't get you salvation. You got to work out your own salvation with the Lord, man. That's all you got to do. All you got to do is do the work. They gave us the blueprint. The Lord set those men up to give us the blueprint. Put up the videos, come out, do camp, have faith, set those prayers up, pray to that name, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. You know, keep the law, statutes, commandments to the best of your ability. When you do go off, pray for forgiveness. And then go teach the truth. That's it. That's it. You don't need to get glory. You don't need to get some high position on this side. We're gonna get that in the kingdom.
Yeah, I think that's a good video title too. And because people get caught up in trying to impress man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? What you really need to be focused on is impressing the Lord. You know what I'm saying? That's real right there.
Yeah. That's what you trying to impress man. You need to be like the brother said. What you really need to be trying to impress is the Lord. Period. That's it. Yeah. Oppress the Lord, man. If you be a part of the elect, then you would get to meet the apostles. We get to be brotherly and all that on chariots and in the kingdom. He said we gonna be kings and priests in the kingdom. That's when we gonna get our position. We gonna be kings. You know what I mean? That's how. There's a whole world out here. We all, even in the kingdom, we all ain't gonna be right under each other. You just everybody under each other in the same. No, this whole earth. This brother, we held him down together. We both hopefully let. He might be on the other side of the world in the kingdom getting busy. I might have to fly a chariot over there just to breathe on him every now and then. I might be on the other side of the world running cities. It tells you in Luke chapter 19, I believe, starting at verse 17, that the Lord's going to give us authority over cities. He might give some brothers authority over 5 cities, some brothers authority over 7 cities. Matter of fact, get that Luke 19. It tells you that. So I might have my 5 cities. Bro might have his 7 cities. He might have 10 cities that he got authority over, that the Lord gave him power over. Bro might hit me up, you know, just speak to me in the mind. We tell him, you know, we got spiritual powers. Right. And say, I'm finna come to your city, you know, set up something good for me. I might have all the heathen out on their knees waiting for bro to touch down. You see what I'm saying? I got wines. I got the best food for bro. I got the best polish for bro touching down like, hey, you coming to see me? You coming to see my cities? Yeah, y'all don't even know that it's in the Bible because y'all don't read. You got to study to show yourself proof, man.
Luke 19:17. And he said unto him, well, thy good servant, because thou hast been faithful in a very little. So like, I'm going to start back over. Luke 19, verse 17. And he said unto him, well, thy good servant, because thou hast been faithful in a very little, have thou authority over 10 cities.
Have thou authority over 10 cities. This is the Bible. This is the Lord talking. He gonna give some brothers authority over 10 cities. So it's just like you got a governor. The Lord is like the president. He run everything, right? But you might be a governor. Really, the Lord controls all the cities, but you a governor of the city. So this your city. You the governor of this city. Right. This one, St. Louis, Chicago, over 10. Just, you know, kind of giving you like, you know, a sample.
Yeah,
you know,
just an example.
Yeah, but the Lord said you're gonna have authority over 10 cities because you was faithful, and that's good in the spirit that we got that precept because it shows you what you sign up for. It says, "Thou good servant, because thou was faithful in very little." We gotta be faithful in very little. We got very little right now. We gotta be faithful. Even if you think you get money, man, that shit ain't shit, man. There's billionaires, trillionaires out here. Your favorite entertainer that got 10 million, 100 million, that ain't shit, bro. You got boys over there in Saudi Arabia playing with billions, and they get to do what they want to do.
Top maker families in the world, they work trillions.
You see what I'm saying? They got power.
Crumbs.
Yeah, your favorite basketball player, LeBron James, he still got to follow the laws of this land, or Esau gonna lock him up. Those boys in Saudi Arabia, they make up their laws. They do. Ain't nobody over them to enforce laws on them. They at the top, and that's how we gonna be in the kingdom. But the Lord's over them. They don't know it though. They don't believe it either, but they gonna find out though. And Esau gonna find that shit out too. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's a great precept. Keep going on this morning. I didn't know that you.
No, I still got it. Verse 18. And the second came saying, Lord, thy pound hath gained 5 pounds. And he said likewise to him, be thou also over 5 cities.
So he gave that brother 5 cities. He gave one brother 10, he gave that brother 5. Keep going.
And verse 20.
And
And another came, saying, Lord, behold, here is thy pound, which I have kept laid up in a napkin. For I feared thee, because thou art an austere man. Thou takest up, and thou layest not down, and reapest that thou didst not sow.
Right there. And I'm happy we got that. Go to the next one for now. I'm happy we got that. Because that's in the spirit that we even went to that. The spirit led us to that precept. You see what I'm saying? What did it say? Know what you signed up for, man. Because a part of signing up for this is knowing who your Lord is. Like, who is our Lord? It said he's an austere man. Our Lord is an austere man. You got to understand that. Yeah. Austere means like aggressive. He's an aggressive man. He not no fruitcake, man. Like the Jesus Christ image dude, Caesar Borgia. He not no fruitcake. Yeah, he not soft, man. He's coming back strong, powered. The most strongest, the most powerful. It's the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords. He's an austere man, the Lion of Judah. You see what I'm saying? Very aggressive. He not for your bullshit, your crying shit, your making up excuses. He'll put you to death. Whoever you is, whatever type of position you think you got, the Lord don't get no fuck about none of that, man. You get put to death, man. And everybody will cry about it. And then he putting everybody else to death too. You see what I'm saying? He's a very aggressive, austere man. That's knowing what you sign up for, knowing who you signing up to. That's also a part. You know, here's Revelation chapter 10, verse 9. I know thy works in tribulation. What does it say? Works in tribulation. Ain't no pre-tribulation rapture. We got to have tribulation, right? And poverty. But thou art rich. So we're going to be in poverty, tribulation. We're going to have to work. We're going to have to work to enter into our rest. It says, I know the blasphemy of them that say they are Jews or not. We got to endure that. Motherfuckers lying, acting like they us, man. That shit hurts, man. That shit is hard to deal with. They in our land, acting like they us. You go through a store and you just listen to motherfuckers' conversation. If it's a so-called small head in there, they referring to them as Jews, not you. You the real Jew, though. Blood. You the real blood Jew in there. You the one that got the promise of the world. But they referring to this fucking Edomite as well. That shit hurt, man. You kind of want to lash out and be like, he ain't no fucking Jew. But you in a public place, man. You got to be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove at the same time. Yeah. We got to endure through that, man.
Yeah, it really is hard, though. But we get it at the same time, though, because who wouldn't want to be the Lord's chosen people? Right. You know what I'm saying? You got people, you know, it's just like today, if somebody claims something that's not theirs because it's of great value and they want it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's not theirs, but they want it. And so they claiming it. You know what I mean? Like, just like an example, though. You know what I mean? So they claiming it because they want it because it's of great value. You know what I'm saying? Being the Lord's chosen people is of great value.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you got people all around the world claiming to be his chosen people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because who wouldn't want to be?
Damn near everybody. The Ishmaelites, they want to throw Ishmael in there to say they can get the promise.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, the Edomites, they want to say that they us. You see what I'm saying? You got the Ethiopians in there saying that the land theirs.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Everybody pretty much saying they the chosen people, but the Lord, he chose what people? So somebody lying. Somebody telling the truth, and we can tell by the curses and the prophecies of what was going to happen to the Lord's chosen people, and only one people on earth fit that. Right. The Negroes, Native Americans, and Latinos, which make up the tribes. I mean, of course, you got Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, Cubans, North American Indians, so many, you know, but we just kind of group it in. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Everybody want to be the Lord's chosen people, but it get on your nerves sometimes. Sometimes it get to you. Sometimes you like, man, I can't wait to beat they us, man. They acting like they us.
Shut up, man. You know goddamn well
you ain't the people. You know what I mean? Replacement theory.
Oh, rich as hell.
Replacement theory. The Lord cast off the Israelites, and anybody that believed the body of the church could be the people now. No, that ain't fucking true, man. This is blood by blood. The promise was given to the seed. Not Abraham's seeds. Abraham had many seeds. He had more sons. Ishmael was one of his sons. Galatians 4. Ishmael cannot be joint heirs to the kingdom. So that means everybody can't be saved because anybody that come from the bloodline of Esau or Ishmael can't be saved. They can't inherit the kingdom. That's prophecy in the Bible. That's 101. That's easy. All you gotta do is read it. So that means only the Israelites can be saved. By blood, not the body of church or believers. You gotta be an Israelite by blood first to qualify. It says, but I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. Fear none of these things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you in prisons. Know what you sign up for. We're going to have to deal with that. The same way that Yahushua did before he got crucified. He basically was in a prison. The same way Paul got put in prison and Peter got put in prison. And the angels came and saved them out of the prisons. That can happen. It says, that ye may be tried. So we're going to be tried. And ye shall have tribulation 10 days. We're going to have tribulation. Did it say we're going to be saved before tribulation? It said we're going to have tribulation. Know what you sign up for. It says, be thou faithful unto death. Martyrs. Even if you die, you got to be faithful unto death, or faithful all the way leading up to the death before the Lord saves you out of that death. It may look like you're going to get put to death, but the Lord might save you. It says, and I would give thee a crown of life. That's what we do this for, to get that crown of life, man. That's what it all come back down to. Go ahead on that. So we finna go more into some of that tribulation that we're gonna have to go through. You got the whole
Second Ezra 16, starting at verse 68.
So we finna go in detail of some of that tribulation that we gonna have to go through, you know. So we gonna kind of show you what you signed up for. This is what you signed up for.
For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you.
Got to deal with that. That means what? What does that mean? You might say, okay, so like there's gonna be fire over us? No. What it means is a great multitude. What's a great multitude? The army, the military, the National Guard. They're gonna be kindled over us. What does it mean, kindled over us? That means they're gonna be on our asses, man.
Yeah, that's what you mean, that word wrath.
When they demonize us finally and they start coming up against us in this famine of where we can't come out here and teach no more, they gonna be looking for us, man. Yeah. Just like everybody was trying to get in the book of Eli, which really represents the Bible that Denzel Washington had. Everybody was on his ass, man, for that Bible, man. That's how they gonna be on our ass.
And that's one of the cons of the internet today. Like the YouTube now, one of the pros is that we able to get out the word. We get on YouTube, do the camps, do the videos, and we get the word out there. People learn them. But one of the cons is you got the agents that's taking note of people's faces, watching people. You know what I'm saying? Taking people's faces, and when shit hit the fan, you know what I'm saying? They know who they coming to look for.
Yeah, it's easier for them to track you. You know, you put up a date. They can see the date of your camp. Yeah. They see the location. Okay, they figure out. This how Esau tracks you. He follows your patterns. Just like if you tracking like an animal, you're gonna follow the patterns of the animal. You're gonna learn the animal's ways to be able to find it. You see what I'm saying? So he does the same thing. Okay, they put their camp up. This day, this happened to be a Thursday every week, and they at this location. We know we see the location, so the internet makes it easier for them. We got to deal with that, man. We got to go through that.
And they shall take away certain of you, and feed you being idle, with things offered unto idols.
It said they should take away certain of you. They gonna put certain of us in those prisons. You idle. You can't go nowhere. You ain't got movement, man. You idle. You in one place. You in a prison. You see what I'm saying? Keep going.
And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision, and in reproach and trodden underfoot.
That's a precept for the mark of the beast. They always say, what's the precept for the mark of the beast? Well, if you consent into them and you take the mark of the beast, right? If you take the mark of the beast, that's consenting into them. But it's really going to come back on your head because you're really going to be held in derision. And that derision is spoke about in Revelations chapter 14, starting at verse 9. You're going to feel the wrath of the Lord pretty much. Keep going.
For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord.
Woo! Those that fear the Lord, those that actually believe in the Lord. It's talking about the elect. It says there should be a great insurrection. Look up what the word insurrection means. There's going to be a great hardship. There's going to be a great tribulation. There's going to be hell, Jacob's trouble, Jeremiah 30. That's what's going to come for those that fear the Lord. So what you think is going to happen to those that don't fear the Lord? They all going to be put to death. But those that fear the Lord, shit, we gonna go through. We gonna go. It didn't say an insurrection. It didn't say a little bit of insurrection on them, just a little bit. You know, they gonna get their feet wet, kind of. It said a great insurrection. Man, you gotta
like never seen before.
You gotta pay attention to those words. That's Daniel chapter 12, a time like never before. All hell about to break loose. We see everything leading up to that. Y'all better get ready, man. We prophesying to y'all. We ain't gonna be out here forever prophesying to y'all. Keep going.
Verse 71. They shall be like madmen, sparing none.
Woo!
But still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord.
Woo! What did it say? We ain't even talking about regular people now that's gonna be put to death. We know what's gonna happen to them. We talking about those that fear the Lord now. Right. His people, the Israelites. What did it say? It said they should be like madmen. You think these Edomites? See, and I gotta talk to my people now. Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, y'all playing the fuck around, man. These Edomites are killers, and y'all about to see. Y'all talking about they can be saved and loved. These motherfuckers are demons, man. They are the wicked. Malachi chapter 1. They're the wicked. They're known as the wicked, man. You finna see how wicked these people is. Look what's going over there in China. No, look what's going on over there in Russia right now. With Ukraine. The Ukrainian people is the same people that the Russians are. And they not sparing their own people. So how much more the Edomites gonna do to people that not their people, people that they hate, the Israelites? They not sparing their own people. You got the Russians versus the Ukrainians. They putting their own people to death, killing them, giving them warnings. Look, give up right now. If you don't give up, they say suck my dick. Oh, YouTube. They say they say no, we not giving up. And then the Russians killed 100 people at one time. Missiles, dropping missiles on resident buildings, killing people.
And it's good you said that too, because that's something about what this next verse is getting into.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How,
it said they should be madmen. That means when they come out here, ain't no more, oh, we gonna shoot rubber bullets at them. They gonna be shooting real bullets. The National Guard gonna be coming down the street. If you in the way, they gonna shoot you. Boom, your head off. Keep going. Run you over with a tank. Throw a bomb in your mouth. While you talking, you out there just talking, yelling, Black Lives Matter, and a fucking bomb land in your mouth. Blow your whole head off. See what I'm saying? They got missiles, heat-seeking missiles, and they got it targeted at you the target. They done got your DNA from the past and shit. They done put your DNA in a missile. So wherever you at, that's where the missiles go.
DNA. Darvis. Find them.
You see what I'm saying? So that motherfucker coming straight towards you.
Man.
You know what I mean? So I mean, it said I just really want you to feel that. They said they should be like madmen. So when this all hell break loose, the Edomites ain't gonna be sparing nobody, bro. They gonna be killers, trained killers at that. They gonna be killing you. You ain't gonna be able to get no motherfucking fist to fist fight with them. They trained. These motherfuckers know jiu-jitsu. They know karate. These motherfuckers know WWE wrestling. These motherfuckers know MMA. You know what I mean? They doing kicks. They know pressure points and shit. You might think you on top of them. They touch the part of your neck, your whole body to shut down.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
These not no typical, everyday people that you deal with, that you might bump into somebody on the streets and you know what I'm saying, you might get into a fight with them. No, these people trained to eliminate you. They not fighting to see who's gonna get the best and then shake your head, walk away. No, they killing. They coming to kill.
Just like when you see a pack of hyenas and they go eat they prey. They not just we just gonna take them down because we glory. They eating the balls. They eating the penis.
The eyeballs.
They eating the eyeballs. They, whatever
ears.
soft spot they can get to rip that beast open. That's what they gonna do to rip that beast open. They trying to kill you. They not waiting till you dead to eat you. They eating you while you alive. The wildebeest is still alive, kicking and shit. And they eating it. They taking fucking meat and skin off of it, taking your whole bladder out the stomach. That's how these Edomites are, man. They beast. They coming to kill you. And I gotta talk to these niggas because these niggas be thinking they tough. Man, we gonna whoop them Edomites' ass. Yeah. Not if the Lord don't give you the power to do it. They gon' man, these Edomites is trained where you can light them up with 5 punches. Boom, 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 boom. They trained to take pain. They gonna sit there and take it. Yeah. They trained to take, these motherfuckers are juice heads, bro. These motherfuckers weigh 250, 260, all muscle. Off steroids. So I mean, I'm a little guy, man. I know. Shit. But you talking about these boys is 250, 280, all muscle trained. For the last 8 months, they been in the fucking desert and shit, just training, living hardship.
Just going through crazy shit.
Neck big as fuck, strong, muscles, head juiced. Y'all better get ready, man. It said they gonna be like madmen. They coming. They got weapons and shit. They got AR-15s, armor penetrating bullets that could shoot through a bulletproof vest and still kill you. You have a bulletproof vest, when they shoot one bullet, it go through you, go through the front of the bulletproof vest, through you, and through the back. Armor piercing. You motherfuckers, you niggas is warring in the street. You niggas is weak in the street today. The mafia back then, they used to have car bombs. You niggas ain't doing none of that. All we see you niggas do is drive bombs. The mafia used to set up a car bomb. You go turn your fucking car on and blow up. They got shit like that, man. These Edomites, y'all ain't fighting with fucking grenades and I ain't turn on the news to see an Israelite just blew another Israelite up with a grenade. The Edomites, that's what they gonna have. They gonna be throwing grenades at your ass. You gonna think you can catch it and throw it back, that bitch gonna blow up as soon as it touch your head. I'm gonna catch that bitch and throw it back. No, they got instant impact grenades. As soon as it hit, it blow up. Keep going.
Verse 72. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses.
They gonna take you out your house. That mean the military gonna be going block from block, knocking on your door. Come with us. If you get them any strife, they gonna kill you or they gonna force you to come. And they gonna take everything that you got in there that's good. Yeah. Or just militias gonna be out here looking for food and shit. So they gonna come to your house and say, we gotta take everything. And they gonna take you, they might take your girl. Look, we taking her with us. What they finna do with her? What it say in Isaiah 13? Your wife should be ravished. They gonna ravish her aggressively. Gotta deal with that.
Verse 73. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire.
Right there, that's we in it right there. So it says, then should they be known. Because when they come up against us, then it's going to be known who they hate. And then it's saying in Matthew 24, we should be hated for the Lord's name, right? So then it's going to be evident like, oh, they really going after them dudes. Those must be the true Israelites. But it said we should be tried through the fire. Going back to Zechariah chapter 13. It says he's going to bring us through the fire. Then we should know that he our God, and he should say it is my people. So it did say that you gotta know what you're signing up for. You signing up to be tried through fire. Meaning you signing up to go through all hell, to be tested, to prove yourself, and then be saved by the Lord at the end. If you be that man, if you be those men, the elect, you know. So this is the camp. It's just know what you sign up for, man. We gave it to you raw, straight up front cut. So with that, we're gonna give all praises to
Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Wakadash.
Double honors to the apostles and the elders. Peace, blessings, honors to all the brothers in the church.
Shalom.